is Adebayo Felix. I'm a beauty, fashion, and wedding photographer based in Lagos. Yeah. I can't really place what photography is because I feel like photography is an entity, like a living being to me. Like it's something that is me and part of me, and I don't really know how to put it, but let me just put it this way. Photography is to me is about documenting memories in terms of weddings, in terms of say street photography and all that. So documenting memories is for posterity's sake, and then it's also the art of creating stills or interpreting imagination as still images. Like as a beauty photographer or a fashion photographer, I have a concept that comes up in my head, and then the ability for me to be able to paste it as a still image. Yeah, that's what photography is to me. Okay, now I would like to talk about the wedding between Abimbola and Chooks. Sometime last year, I got a call from Abby from the UK, and she was like, she's coming down to Nigeria to have a traditional wedding, though they've given birth to about 2 kids, but they just wanted to make it official, and then it's nothing too much, nothing too serious. They just wanted a union between them and then make it open to everybody and all that. So we spoke about everything back and forth about what they want, what they're looking at, and why they chose me as the photographer. One thing she mentioned was that she loved my work, she loved my craft, she loved the fact that my works are so neat, cleanliness, and then the attention to details and all that. And then we went ahead to make bookings and all that. So she came down, I think, August last year, and then we had the wedding. I'm very, very excited to be part of the wedding because it's between 2 very matured people that know what they're doing, and also it's quite interesting when I see the both of them and all that. So they had 2 kids, and the kids were very, very beautiful, and it was quite an awesome moment between them. Everything went really good compared to the young couples that I've shot in the past and all that. So they got ready on time. Everything was just time on time, and then we went to the reception, did everything, and it was good. So my click moment in the wedding was when I was taking their portrait. The ability to be able to emote and show emotions as I direct them is actually very awesome, because I find it difficult to be able to find 2 people to emote at the same time, if you understand what I'm saying. Like I tell this person you love or something, and then it just feels like maybe one is off because of the too much thinking about the wedding and everything. But at this point, when I told them that, okay, the husband, tell the wife that you love her, tell her sweet things that you do tell her, you understand? I just wanted to make them laugh and all that. So when I told them to tell each other they love, so the husband said in a low tone, and then the wife was like, hello, I can't hear you. If it's to come to the bedroom and ask for something now, you know how to ask for it and all that. So everybody laughed, and I got the moments where the both of them looked at each other and laughed. So that was my click moment, and then I just fight with it and all. Yeah. What stood out for me about the couple and the whole wedding was the maturity between the both of them. Like it's really how do I put this down, if I can say communicable, like the maturity. You can see that these people know what they're doing. They've gotten to a point where there's nothing that is going to shake them anymore. So they are very comfortable with each other. They have 2 kids already, so they are both mature. This one said, this is what I want, and then the other one accepts it and say, yeah, that's cool, or what about this idea? You understand what I'm trying to say? So you could resonate with the maturity between them, and then everything was on point. I thought I was going to have issue with the husband because men, they are very, very rigid and all that, but I was so amazed when he just let himself down, and because he knew that this is the day where I'm going to do this, and then he was able to just let it down and accept everything, follow directions and all that. And he was even complaining about the agbada after the or, and I was like, you didn't even show it in your face that the agbada was so heavy and all that. He said he just had to work with the moment and all that. So it's the maturity that will really strike with me. Yeah. My journey in photography started 3 to 4 years ago, when I was in University of Ibadan, agricultural economics, my 5th year. And then I just thought to myself, like, okay, I'm finishing school now. What do? I don't want to be part of the people that start looking for jobs and up and down. This is mostly the prayer of every Nigerian, the fact that you have to start walking down, up and down with your certificate and all that. So I just sat down in my room one day and I was thinking about it, like, what do I really love to do? What is it that I can do and all that? So photography came to my head, and then it was during the ASU strike. I think it was about 6 month strike. So a church brought up a flyer about this photography trainings, that they want to enroll people in photography, pay a certain amount. I paid and then I enrolled, though it wasn't deep knowledge of photography. I just wanted to have like a foundation, like a base knowledge of what really photography entails and all that. So I went for the class. I think the class held for about a month, 3 weeks. So 3 days, 3 weeks and all that. So immediately I finished, I was like, no, there's more to this thing. I started following people that I know are photographers in Nigeria, Kelechi, and the rest of them, Tiwai below. So I look at their images and I'll be like, okay, this is what photography is. This is fashion photography, this is beauty. And then I opted in first for beauty and fashion, because I just love the fact that people appear beautiful, and then fashion in the sense that pictures just look, I don't even know a word to put to fashion images. Then I just love it, I vibe with it on a very personal level and all that. So I got my first camera. I told my dad about it. Please, I need investment in this area. This is what I want to do. Are you sure this is what you want to do? And then I was like, yes. So I got my first camera, and then I started shooting. I started looking up on YouTube for more videos, because in my head, I'm like, there is more to photography. I don't want to start learning photography on the basis of, let me know how to shoot first, then move on to another level or something. I wanted to be able to learn it on a very, the same way. So if I'm learning photography, post-processing, post-production, everything's just comes up the same way. So I started watching YouTube, asking questions from Google, what is more to photography? And then I found out that foreign photographers do more to their pictures than taking pictures. Like, after taking pictures, they go on their system, do something like retouching and the rest. So, and then not many photographers do it in Nigeria then. So I was like, okay, as soon as I'm learning how to shoot, how to work my camera, I'm learning post-production. So everything matched up and all that. So okay, this wedding I'm going to talk about is between Stanley and Judy. The hashtag was Just Experience 18. Yeah, the trad, I shot the trad and the white wedding. The trad happened in Oka, then the white as well, Oka. So it's actually an awesome wedding between two lovebirds. The event planner called me to tell me about the shoot, I think, and then she was like, the bride requested from me personally that she wanted me to do the shoot. I think the bride has been following for a while, I don't know, so she was just like, this is the person I want to cover my shoot and all that. And then we got talking, and they wanted to do pre-wedding. We had a few pre-wedding shoots in the studio. We did a few outdoors, and then on the day of the trad, it was quite fun. It was smooth sailing as well. We had the opportunity to shoot everybody. We had the opportunity to even play, and then opportunity to be able to vibe with the environment, because it's a new environment outside Lagos. So, and then to experience a different culture apart from my own culture and the one I used with, and then it was actually fun. And then language barrier kind of, but it still went well. My click moment from Judy and Stanley was when I was directing them after the church. We went to the hotel to take some more portraits and all that. So we went upstairs. We were shooting, and then at the point where I wanted to direct them to be able to kiss, I didn't want to say it in such a way that kiss, so that you can take. I like to start from a little, like little by little and all that. So I told them to look at each other, and then I clicked, click, 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 and then I told them to reach out for a kiss. And then when I'm directing, I try to make eye contact, so I might have to put the camera a little bit to my chest level to say, now reach out for a kiss before I can take it back to my face and shoot. So while I was holding it and telling them, reach for a kiss, the wife just reached for a kiss just immediately and kissed. I was like, calm down, this is your husband. No, you don't have to reach for a kiss that fast. And then everybody busted into laughter, and that was my click moment, because it felt like they are one. Maybe it's what they do often, I don't know. So that's just my click moment. It made me a little emotional. I just laughed and all that. That's cool. Something that stood out to me about the couple is the calmness. They were a very calm couple. Like they if not because of if not for the parts where they had to rush to the church. After the church, we had the time to be able to do a little bit of creative shoots, and then the wife was so calm. She was even saying it that I can't believe I'm this calm and everything. Like, I like working with you guys. Like, almost all the vendors, like it's just calmness, and they were very playful. So it's really, I like to vibe with my clients on a very personal level. Even if I'm meeting them for the first time, I just like to vibe. And then I could notice that they were very, very calm couples, and everything went well. Yeah, it's cool. That's the calmness. Yeah, one difficult problem I had to solve was the phonographers. It's just an issue to be able to take some moments without being obstructed by people with phones taking pictures and all that. And I think mostly all photographers face this and all that. So that's one difficult moment. And then finding the right light as well. Because after the church, I was supposed to take group pictures and all that. And finding the right place to place them in terms of direction of the sun, because I can't back the sun, and then all that was very difficult. So I had to be moving them following the sun. So it was about 2 p.m. when the sun is very, very strong. So I had to be moving them, and then the guests, they were complaining that, where are you moving us to? Where are we going to? Where are we heading to? I said, this is where we want to shoot. How can you be shooting here, blah, blah, blah? I said, because of the sun. So I had to explain to probably 15 people at a time, and then another set of 15 people, telling them this is where I'm moving them here. But I was just so particular about my lighting, because I wanted to give them the best of the best picture. So, and then they understood, the couples understood, but I just had to explain to the guests and all that. So, oh yeah, on the day of this wedding, I was taking instructions from the husband, because he was so particular about who to shoot, the moments to catch and all that. So oftentimes they would call me and say, I need you to shoot my groomsmen together. And then I shoot them, just take it from an angle. And he just had the time to be able to think about the photography aspect of it. I don't know how, because everybody was so attentive in the church and all that, but it was like, okay, can you shoot? If anybody's not wearing a tie, don't shoot him. I was like, wow, so you're so particular about it and all that. So moments like that. And then there was a time where I was working, directing them, and then it was like, yes, you know what you're doing. I like that, you know what you're doing. I was like, that's cool. So it's mostly, let's say 50% my direction, 50% the people he wants me to shoot. And then there was a time they had a special special performance by Casey, and then it was like, Felix, get ready this time. There's a special performance that is coming up. Who is this person? Who is this person? No, don't worry. Just get ready. And then immediately Casey came in, he just gave me the eye, and then, oh yeah, no problem. I'm catching the moment and all that, yeah. So that's it. What makes my photography stand out is the creative ability and passionate drive to be able to recreate and not replicate. And then another thing that makes my photography distinct is my unique use of lighting, because I love to bend the light. If you understand what I'm saying. I like to explore light, I like to bend lights. The next wedding I'll be talking about is between Dogba and Ibokun. It was, they are both young couples, and then the wedding held in Dubai in December. I got a call from a friend of mine, Tenny, Star Territory. She told me about a friend of ours that is getting married in December, and then she told her how she wants the wedding to look like, that she wanted documented like a fashion story, more like a documentary fashion story, not like the regular weddings where you shoot documentaries only, but documented fashion story, because she's a fashionista, she's a stylist herself, and then she loves styles and all that. So we talked about the location. We talked about what they want, what they have in mind. They wanted to do pre-wedding. They wanted to do trad and white in Dubai. They wanted to do pre-wedding dinner as well in Dubai. So we got talking. I got to understand that she's so particular about pictures. Like, she really loves to keep memories, and she loves the style at which her pictures come out. Like, she just have a direction to what she wants her picture. She doesn't want a regular wedding photographer kind of images. She wants someone that knows how to shoot fashion to be able to handle it. And then that is where I come in, and it was quite an awesome wedding. We shot the pre-wedding at Banana Island, and well, they are just both some fun clients, and I really like the the bride, because she knows what she wants, and she really clicked with me immediately we met, because what the idea she had in her head is actually what I wanted to be able to shoot with most of my wedding clients that I get, to be able to document a wedding story as a fashion story as well. Yeah, the click moments that I had in this wedding was when I was basically shooting the bride, because the bride was so she follows instructions, she's so flexible, and then as soon as I'm shooting that, something else is popping into her head, like the pose to pick or anything, and then she'll be like, Felix, what about I try like this? I'll be like, whatever it is that comes to your head right now, just do it. However awkward it feels at first, just do it. I take it from any angle it is, or at the right angle, and then we get to create magic together and all that. So she was so free, and then she would try something else. She'd be like, look at that place, what do you think, and all that. So we got there, we shoot different angles and all that. So most of my click moments were from shooting her. It was just awesome shooting her, and then she's so energetic. We can shoot literally from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and then this bride will keep on going and going. So that's mostly my click moment. Yeah, what stood out for me about the wedding was the fact that they were so particular about how much they want each moment to be documented. Like, they want accessories to be documented. As soon as I'm making up the bride is telling me, Felix, don't forget that other accessory, don't forget this accessory, don't forget that accessory. So it's just fascinating, because I could really, because I have the eyes for details, and then the fact that I met a bride that has the eye for detail too, and then I'll be like, yeah, I've shot that. You really? Okay, good. And then she'll be like, what about this? Yeah, I've shot it. And then she could remember at every point in time that, have you shot me so many portraits in this outfit? I'll be like, yeah, I took a few, but let's take more and all that. So that's so fascinating about the bride that I really liked. And then the decor, the arrangement of the wedding were really fascinates me as well. They started with the pre-wedding dinner, the trad the second day, the white on the third day, and then it's really cool. The point where I got emotional was when I was shooting the bride's mom and her friends. Yeah, I got emotional because I think, or I'm very sure, photography to me is about documenting memories and then be able to bring imaginations to life in the aspect of fashion, beauty, and all that. But in terms of wedding, it's all about documenting memories for posterity or for future sake and all that. So, my mom is a collector. I call her the collector of memories because my mom loves to keep memories, like memories from when I was 1 year old, memories from when I was little and all that. So every images or every hard copy images she had then, I usually see them. So I think I got the traits from her to be able to document memories. So at the point where the mother would just call me and say, Felix, stand there. I want to take pictures with my friends. So I click, I'm good. She called another set of friends, click. I take them, she called another set of friends, click. So I could just stand there for 30 or 45 minutes, just waiting for her to reach out to other friends. And where's this person? Where's this person? Where's this person? Call them. Let us take pictures. And then click. Like I can even put our pictures in an album, just our pictures with our friends only. Because I just vibe. That made me remember my mom and the fact that she's a collector of memories. Like, I think that is really cool. That got me emotional. I remembered my mom and all that. So that's the only emotional moment I had at the wedding. Okay, I think the only embarrassing moments in my career was when I had the pre-wedding shoots and then the client called me and was like, Felix, I hired you because I wanted the Felix Crown effect. I'm not seeing any damn Felix Crown effect in these images. And then it really got to me because I look at the images and be like, I really, even though you know the Felix Crown effect, personally, I can't see it. It's the people outside that can really see it and all that. So, and I look at the images and be like, I have to call a lot of friends like, please let me look at these images. This is so challenging. Like, I feel so embarrassed because I don't like it when people don't really like what I put. Like, I put so much energy in making the pre-wedding so beautiful and all that, and then she was like, she can't see anything. But showing the rest of, like, my friends, my colleagues, everybody really said, wow, this is nice, this is nice. And then I asked her, okay, I understand what you're saying, you don't like how it came out. Tell me what is wrong. And she was like, no, I don't even know what is wrong myself. I just know it's not right. Like, I can't see the Felix Crown effect. And I'll be like, I just need you to tell me, please. And then it was a lot of back and forth. And then it got to me so much that I was slightly depressed because my work, my craft is me and all that. So, yeah, I think that was one of the embarrassing moments. The next wedding I'm talking about is between Christoph and Angela. It's an interracial wedding that I got to experience for the first time, which I find it cool. They are both my very good friends, so it was just awesome shooting them as well. Angela, I met Angela a few years back when she was still into modeling, and then we vibed, and then since then we've been cool friends and all that. So she told me about the wedding, and I was excited and all that. So it felt great. It felt like I was among friends. I was actually part of the groomsmen, so it still felt I was directing, I was shooting, and then I was serving the purpose of the groomsman. So yeah, it was cool. Yeah, my click moment from the wedding was when I was shooting them on the dance floor. Though Crystal doesn't know how to do the dance, but it was so energetic, and if it really felt like, to me, it felt like if not because of love, you can't go through this process. Like, you don't even know how to dance, but you were just vibing with everything just to make Angela happy. And then that was just my click moment. I had to just watch from a distance while my boys were shooting, and then I could just see how he was so into it. Though he was tired, he was telling the bride Angela that I'm very tired, but he still kept going till the end of the wedding. He still kept going. I even told Angela, I was like, man, Christoph tried. Like, yeah, he tried, but he was screaming he's tired and all that. He really tried, and that was my click moment. Yeah. What stood out for me about the couple is the fact that they're both very, very supportive of each other. Like, it feels like you can't even go through them. It feels like the both of them are so united that I don't even know how to put it. It just feels so great looking at them because I know them from a closer view, so I know how supportive Christoph can be towards Angela and how Angela can be towards Christoph. So that's what stood out for me. And then they are both strong pillars and all that. So that's it. At this wedding, I wasn't taking instruction from anybody because Angela trusted me, and then she just handed everything over to me. There wasn't any part where someone asked like, or where she or the groom asked, like, have you taken pictures of this or that, and she just trusted the process and let me do my thing. Yeah, it's not really a difficult thing to solve because I was part of the groomsmen and at the same time the official photographer, though I brought assistants and colleagues to help out, but at the same time I'm standing posing for the camera and I'm still looking around to put some people in the right position and all that. So the person holding the camera is calling out to me, Felix, stand still. But I'm still very, very in the photographic process of, please stand here, you know, posting everybody, and then I run forward, make sure the couple is well set, looking straight at the camera, then run back to my position to stand there, and then, yeah, that's more like a challenge, and it was fun actually. It's more like a double agent kind of thing.